Welcome to the Manufacturing Spirit podcast brought to you by MTD CNC. Today we have our first guest, Tushar Dhawan, who is a young and dynamic leader and the director of Rockpecker. He was born in India and then did his education from UK, and then he came back to India to start his new venture, EcoTile, and support his family business, Rockpecker. Welcome, Tushar. Welcome to our show.
Hi Ashutosh, yeah, thank you so much for having me.
So, for our viewers, please tell us where did you born and tell us about your journey.
I was born and brought up in Chandigarh, India, and then I did my initial schooling over there, and then moved on to the UK with my family to pursue better education and even better business ventures. So all of us moved over there, and yeah, we did our setup over there in Rockpecker. Plus, we completed our education, formal higher education as well, and then came back over here, brought some new ideas, new ventures, new ways of working, and yeah, here I am.
Great. So, at what age did you go to UK?
I was 16 when I went there.
Okay, okay,
I have a younger brother as well. He was around 14,
okay.
and my parents as well. So all of us just moved together and got our admissions in some schools over there. Uh, Chose our favorite subjects to study and moved on from that.
Did
Yeah.
you get any cultural shock? In the young age, you moved on to a new country, new school.
Definitely, yes, yes. I moved to a city called Nottingham, and it's not that diverse as compared to, let's say, London or the big cities, Birmingham. So definitely a higher culture shock than you would expect. And but yeah, we move on. We That's also something. That's also a very interesting challenge to have in your life, to move somewhere where everyone is very different and they have their own ways of doing things. So you adjust yourself and perhaps even know more about your own self.
So, did you catch their accent quickly, or you
I
had
think I did,
problem?
yeah. I think about in 2 months' time,
Wow.
people started saying that, oh, oh, what's happened to your accent and stuff. So yeah, I've been here in India for 3 years now. So I think I've reset it back to.
Okay. So tell this thing to our viewers that how was like you got the cultural shock, the accent was the issue. What other problems you had when you went to UK, and what did you learn which was different from here
Um,
during your schooling days?
Definitely, my you can say ways of thinking, my horizons opened up. I would use being in my own city over here, I had a certain way of thinking, and perhaps more of an out of the box thinking came up when I was in a different environment. Um, Over here, I was taught how to just kind of like follow the book, follow the ways of working, and as soon as I went there, I remember still. In one of my lessons in design and technology, that was one of our subjects. Everyone was asked to just come up with sketch up completely new designs of some product you want to make for your project. And I was first like, okay, wow, how do I start? And everyone else was already on their pieces of papers, making something. And then I was like, okay, this is different. Then I have to think differently. And it was exciting, definitely.
So you want to say that the courses, the education system was more practical and in tune with the industry, and
Hmm.
you are not only cramming the books there, right?
100%. Yeah.
Right.
We had a good set of, compared to the schools over here, over there we had a good set of machines. We had lathe, we had, a whole workshop we could use to actually make the things we designed.
Wow.
So, I still remember when I finished my project in, you can say, 11th standard in the UK. Um, um my dad looked at the project and he said, you don't need to go to college anymore. This is enough. You've learned how to come up with the design, make real life renders and everything,
Wow.
properly report it, take out the the drawings and stuff, and then actually use those drawings to manufacture the parts and assemble them, then
Wow.
finish them up, and there's your product. Then also there was also product testing with the different demographics, so to see how different people react to that product, and pretty much everything was included. So
This is
really
awesome.
really good.
So I mean
Yeah.
that's I mean that's I think that's a big difference here. I think there the focus was on skill development. And what is the application of the knowledge what we are learning right now,
Hmm.
right? I think that was the key difference, I guess.
Hmm.
So I think in UK there is a very good culture of apprenticeship. So did you do that apprenticeship in any company, and how was that experience?
Okay, I personally did not do it, but I
Okay.
had a good set of friends and people I knew who did apprenticeships, and they had a very successful career. So they, literally right after they finished their school, they did not go for any college or university education, just straight into working for a company. The company would teach them the skills required and then hand them a certificate
Wow.
saying, you hold these, let's say a machining certification or some sort of certification, and they could carry that certifications and then go and interview for better jobs and roles they want to do, and it would be valid and considered sometimes even more heavily because they had hands-on experience
Exactly.
compared to just education.
No, I think that that's the way industry and educational institute can connect and
Mm.
align themselves, right? So because they are the part of ecosystem, and they should work in line with each other,
Mm.
so that our education system also improve and our industry get better skilled manpower, right?
Yeah, that's one of the things they do really well. We partnered with the University of Nottingham, and we would work on projects with them. So the students would work on our industrial projects, the real, challenges the industry was facing. They would work on them, and we would also get, students to come and work for us, after they finish their studies. And we had apprentices, we had, all kinds of people. So a lot of support from the government. um, there's a lot of grants, schemes. As a company who wants to open up over there, there's so many opportunities and things for you to, it's kind of like how they say, they lay out the red carpet over there when you want to start a business. But
Yeah.
in India, they kind of put down the red tape.
Yeah, I think things are changing now in India as well now, and things
Hmm.
will improve from here, right? So one more incident, you were telling me that you have worked there with the PhDs. So moving on from schooling days, let's go to your engineering college. Where did you study engineering from, and how was that experience?
Oh, it was great. I studied in the University of Nottingham itself. I really loved the campus, the environment over there. We had quite a big, engineering faculty over there, and a brand new advanced manufacturing facility as well. So a lot of opportunity. Everyone was connected with the industry. Every lecturer, would probably have something going on with the industry. So great experience. I The PhD one you're talking about is the one where in my final year I worked on a project where I was part of the Rolls-Royce research facility, and we would work on newest challenges in the aerospace industry, and I was put together with some PhDs who would guide me how to
Wow.
find out ways of working, answers to questions. They would literally drive me over to local companies hours away, 1 hour, 2 hour drive away, and take me to those places. And I would meet the industry people. And they would tell me their challenges. We would work together, and then I would go back to the university and finalize my project. And it was a success in the end. Uh, the EU was also involved.
Wow.
An officer from the EU came over. They had a good amount of um, a grant to give to the university for doing that project. So yeah, lots of experience, enormous experience. Um, um, yeah, I'm glad that I and our family, moved over there to just experience all of this and then bring it back over here to apply it here. Yeah.
Very nice. And apart from this, I think you have done certain certifications as well. You are very good in design and 3D modeling and all. Would you
Yeah.
like to elaborate on that?
Yeah, I was always interested in computers, the latest technology and, software or whatever that's coming up. So, right from the age of like 12, I would, develop websites. I would start 3D modeling, just for the fun of it. And then around the age of 15, I did this Siemens NX certification, where they spent about 20 days to teach me how to do the 3D CAD modeling, and uh, I took that as one of the things, and it helped me in further opportunities as well. Yeah, it still helps me to this day, the
I
knowledge.
think you were a child prodigy and a genius guy, right? In such a young age, you started doing 3D modeling and all.
I'm sure there's lots of other people doing these things as well. That's very nice
I
of you.
know very no, less people like these. So, apart from studies, I know you were a bright student. What other hobbies you had? Were you into sports or video games or what else? What were you doing?
Yeah, I was in all kinds of things,
How were you chilling during your college days? What else you were
all
doing?
kinds of things. I love to join all kinds of sports, be it football, cricket, whatever that's coming up. I would try and join and have fun with it. Uh, Going out, or even the nightlife, or the exploring cities. I've traveled around Europe. I'm very lucky to be able to do all of that.
Wow. So, moving on from your engineering life, I mean, you were having fun, you were learning a lot there. Then I'm curious, why did you come back to India?
Yeah, it's a good question. As a family, we decided that when I finished my graduation, we found this really good product that we would want to bring into India. So our company, parent company Rockpecker, which is founded by my dad, is has a facility in India, manufacturing facility, and one in the UK as well. And we have a warehouse in Australia. So we had our global presence, and we used to face a lot of flooring problems.
Okay.
And then we found this product, EcoTile flooring, to use it for our flooring over here, because we had tried all kinds of things, and you know nothing would really last that long. And then EcoTile was something that lasted 7 8 years. And then around the eighth year, we were like, yeah, this is an amazing product that's not available in the country, so why shouldn't I bring it over? So he gave me the idea, and I was ready for that. We moved over here, and we took it up, and we had an amazing response. So, moving to India, there was a lot of good reason. Uh, Family, preferring to live in Chandigarh. Plus, so much business opportunity in this country. There's so much to do in every sector, literally. So exciting place to
Totally
be in.
agree with you. I think India is growing very fast right now. I think fastest growing economy, and I totally believe, and I have said it several times that India this decade is this decade is not Indian decade, but this century will be Indian century, and
100%.
we are very soon we will be in top three economies. Like we will be very soon be touching 5 trillion economy by 2030. So I mean, there's a huge potential, and that's why bright Indians like you who are staying abroad are coming back. It's like a reverse brain drain happening,
Mm.
which is good for our country as well. So I'm glad you came back. So tell us a little bit about Rockpecker. How did it start, and what Rockpecker do? Uh,
Rockpecker is it was my dad who started out. Very at the very start, he started out selling machine tools, different tooling for machines, and he then started selling these Mitsubishi carbide tools and stuff. And he was the first person and the youngest person to bring Mitsubishi into India.
really?
So yeah, so that was one of the things. And then after that, he really wanted to get into manufacturing, so he started out his own manufacturing unit. We started making parts for automotive industry, and then for the likes of CNH New Holland tractors, and the Audi, and all these brands. And then after that, um he found this niche in the oil and gas market. So then we started making these really intricate, um, you know, PDC drill bits for the oil and gas pipeline. The internet cables, all these things. They need these toolings, and there was no one else in India making these things,
Wow.
and you really needed some technical expertise. So he spent time, in investing into very high-end machinery, five-axis machines, Japanese, German machines, and it really took off. We could really fill this huge gap in the market globally, and we're exporting to about 35 countries now.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So that's Rockpecker. Rockpecker is a name that we collectively came up as a family. Me,
Okay.
my dad, and my brother, we came up with the name, and then this logo as well. We came up with it together.
Very interesting
Yeah.
name. So no, I have seen the Rockpacker's factory. It's like, it's like 5-star factory, world class factory. I've seen
Thank you.
such neat and clean factory, and really, I mean, hats off to you. You guys have done a really good job. So tell us about your new venture, EcoTile. So how you told us about the idea of EcoTile. You were having shop floor problems, and then you were looking for a product which can solve your problem. And when you solved your problem, you saw that it's a big opportunity, and you can solve the problems of others in India, right? So how after that, what the first step you took to start talking to EcoTile, and how was that experience?
So Ecotel already, knew that India is a market they need to, tap into. But when we contacted them, immediately they were, excited to get on with that. And the first order we got was quite a good one from Tata Advanced Systems.
Okay.
So they had quite a huge appetite. We did, around 50,000 square feet of their flooring within the first order itself. So things like that. Other inquiries coming in from India, from people who want to buy flooring from the UK. They really proved to us that there is a big need in this market for this amazing product that just literally just solves all the problems people have in flooring. So it was a no-brainer for us. We did a joint venture with the UK company Ecotile Flooring Limited, and we brought it over here. Now we distribute it all over the Asia Pacific region, in the Middle East.
Okay.
And we did the starting by bringing over a certain amount of material, about one container worth, and then just to test out the market, how people react. And we were blown away by the response. We quickly had to refill our stock and bring in a few more containers in, and that's it. We took off from there, and very soon we're going to start making these tiles in India.
Awesome. So you are going to do the production here in India now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's a huge
That's real.
advantage for us. It cuts down the import
Yeah.
duties and lets us, react to the market with the needs.
So you are supporting Make in India campaign of the government, right?
You can
Creating
say that. Yeah,
creating jobs as well for Indian engineers, right?
that's the aim. Yes.
That's really good. So I mean, what was so different about EcoTile than the regular products which you liked?
Yeah, so if you think about industrial flooring, the options we have in India right now is that people would just take a shutdown, maybe a couple of days shutdown, and they would paint the floor, or maybe take a week shutdown or more and do epoxy flooring. It would be a low cost solution, and you would put the flooring down, it would shine, and people would love it. But then within a month or two's time, you would start seeing all kinds of problems in the flooring. You would start chipping away. You would have with the changes in weather, the flooring would start to swell, or all kinds of problems. So it would not really last that long. So EcoTile being a modular industrial covering, where literally anyone can install it. Even an 8-year-old can just sit down and install the flooring in a factory. That's how easy it is. It's a
Yes.
modular system where you have interlocks, and
It's like a Lego puzzle or what?
yeah, It's just pieces of puzzle, and you just take a hammer and you can just lock it in. So it's just so simple and so brilliant. You can use different colors and make your shop floor really attractive and clean. It does not attract dust, does not absorb any oils.
Wow.
Lots of advantages. It's fire retardant, absorbs noise, so your shop floor is quieter. You can work around it. You don't feel tired. You know,
And your punchline was world's toughest tile.
yeah,
Is it really?
yeah. So right now you can say, because of its flexible nature, it's made of PVC.
Okay.
It really absorbs any impacts that it has, on a daily basis in the industry. You can put it in gyms, you can put it in garages, you know, where you have high-speed vehicles or anything, no problem.
So what kind of load or tonnage it can, withstand?
That usually depends on the thickness you are buying.
Okay.
So our popular one, it can take about 5 tons of forklift or pallet truck loads. That's usually enough for any industry. We have a higher end option as well.
Okay.
If you want to do 8 to 12 tons, we have that as well.
That's
So
really
yeah.
interesting. So, I mean, what is your business model? Are you working through channel partners? Because I think you have a very big area to serve, right? Asia Pacific plus Middle East, right? So, do you have any channel partners, distributors? How are you working?
We have a lot of business, coming directly to us.
Okay.
Plus, we have a good network of channel partners all around the country and even in the Middle East, plus in Australia. We have our own presence in Australia as well.
Okay.
So we have quite a good mix. Sometimes, we don't even know where the flooring is going. 'Cause,
Okay.
we have these partners who go and serve their customers over there. Middle East has been really good for us, not just India. And yeah. Um we have a good mix.
So, are you, this is a very good chance for you because global audience are listening to you. So, if you are looking for more channel partners or, distributors, you can, give a shout out to those people who are listening to you and are interested in selling your eco tiles.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, if you're watching this and you're interested, you think the product is something that could serve your contacts, your customer base, please get in touch. You can just Google EcoTile flooring, and you can find out India in the contact us page, and you can call me over there.
Very
I'll help you
interesting.
out with that.
So, Tushar, let's have some fun now. Let's play a rapid fire round with you, right? So, my first question, you just have to answer within seconds when I ask the question, right? You don't have to think much, right? So, when you think of a word successful, who comes to your mind first?
I would say Elon Musk.
That's quite obvious, Mata. He's the richest man. He's the most successful, running so many countries, and from Tesla to SpaceX. I don't know what guy he's up to.
Yeah, he's living the dream.
We are actually living in the era of Elon Musk.
You can say that. Yeah.
Earlier we were living in Steve Jobs' era. Now we are living in Elon Musk.
100%.
Right? He's a legend. So next question is, what is a common misconception about you? People think what this is you are, but you are not.
A common misconception, I would say, about a company. I would say people might think that some projects are too small, or maybe they're too big for us to solve, or some problems we may not want to get into. But no, please, I would say, approach us and let us work onto it. No project is too small or too big for us.
Definitely. Even I believe this. There is no small work. Everything, every problem is an opportunity to learn something or create some value, right? Third question is, what is you are a big foodie like me, right? So if you have to choose only one dish, right, which you can eat for your lifetime, what that would be?
Oh, that's a hard one. I say tacos.
Tacos,
Yeah.
okay. Mexican tacos, right?
Yeah,
You
very
like spicy food, huh?
dynamic, and you can I can play with that.
Okay. So next question is, which book you have gifted most, or maybe have read several times repeatedly?
Without a question, what you see is what you get by Alan Sugar.
Okay, can you please tell about this book? What is it all about?
This book is an autobiography by Lord Alan Sugar, who is the founder of Sky and a lot of businesses he's done in the past. So the book is just him, talking about how his very humble beginnings and not having a lot of money, and then being hugely successful in the UK, and now even he sits in the House of Lords. So
Wow.
an amazing book of someone's real challenges and very interesting events in his life that led to what he is now.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to read that book.
Yeah.
So, last question. What is your, not the last question, second last question. What is your favorite movie which inspires you when you are down or not, things are not working out for you? Is there any movie which, inspires you?
Inspiration, I would say definitely The Founder.
The founder, the
I think
McDonald's
everyone
story.
knows.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Ray Kroc.
Yeah, the story about it's never too late, and just keep pushing, and things will turn around for the best.
That's my favorite movie too.
Amazing.
And last but not the least, tell us about a product which you have bought recently, which has been very useful for you, but it is under $100 value.
Under $100. Interesting. I would say there's this not a product but an app subscription.
Okay.
It's called Auto Sleep.
Auto
So
sleep.
yeah. So
Okay.
if you have a smartwatch, you can buy this app, and it's a very small. It's like $5 or something.
Okay.
But then it will really help anybody who's struggling with following a good sleep cycle.
Okay.
Someone like me who's constantly on the move and busy, I really forget to pay attention to my sleep and health. So an app like this has been a blessing.
Wow.
I would really recommend.
That's a great recommendation. I think today in this busy world, everybody is having a sleep debt and struggling with sleep problems, right? So it's a good recommendation. So now, Tushar, we are in the last phase of our podcast. So I would like to give you a floor, and you can give a message to our global audience, whatever you would like to say to them. Floor is all yours now.
Okay. A message. No message is perfect. I would say if there are any young entrepreneurs listening to this, you know just go for what you're wanting to do. Keep pushing, and things will turn around. Find the best guidance you can find, and never turn back.
When-
If you are someone seeking a job, don't focus on degrees. Focus on skill development. Make yourself the best at something, and then push forward into the industry. And finally, to tie it all together, Ecotile is a new venture for us. If there's anyone who wants to come on this adventure with us, you're more than welcome. We're always looking for people around Asia Pacific and the Middle East. um, so yeah, I would really like to take this platform OMTD to send this message, and if someone wants to get in touch, please do.
Definitely, I mean, they would do, and this is for our global audience who are listening to this. Do reach out to Tushar if you are interested in EcoTile products, and he is a gem of a person, and he will be always ready to support you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Tushar. Thanks a lot for coming to our
Thanks a
show.
lot for having
Thanks a
me.
lot.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's been a pleasure.